Hey everybody, welcome back to We Are Podcast. This is We Are Air Season 5, Episode 21, You Ain't List 5. If this is your first time checking out the podcast network, please head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And if you get a chance, head over to our social media. All links can be found in the description. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And with that said, on to the podcast.
We are Error.
That's so good, dude. It's got the fucking sugar in it. It's straight from Nazi Germany. It's so fucking tasty. I need to stop saying Nazi Germany so much. Makes it sound weird, like I like to drink for another reason.
Well, I want some of that sweet Fanta money. Listen, Fanta, if you don't want us to associate our product with Nazi Germany, give us a sponsorship.
Yeah. Then we'll go and we'll hide away and you'll never hear from us again. We'll be living in Argentina or something.
Yeah. With the rest
Much
of
like
the
those Nazi Germans.
With the rest of them. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the We Are Air podcast. This is Duck. I'm here with...
I'm Jake.
And also we are here with...
My name is Javi.
And what is the We Are Air podcast? The podcast we talk about movies, entertainment, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Today we doing a You Ain't List.
You ain't list.
You Ain't List.
You ain't list.
You Ain't List. So what is You Ain't List?
You ain't
Basically,
list.
we're going to tell a story attached to a song or just pick a song. In the case of Javi today, because he doesn't want to think of any stories, and tell a story and play a snippet of it, and it's going to be fun, and we're going to get to hear some cool music, so it'll be badass. With that said, I will start with the story of when I was a wee little lad. A story
When he was a wee little lad.
Oh, when I was a wee little lad.
Laura, 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 Tora, Laura,
In the town of Sligo,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, where I'm from.
Oh, yeah, say.
So my father used to play his records. He would set them
Your
out.
father.
My father.
Old man Wenzel.
Yes.
Father. Hold on, Wenzel.
So my,
Dad, why'd you name me Duck? I'll tell you, David, why we call you Duck. Because my name is also David. I didn't want a second David running around the fucking house. That's why we call you a wee little duck. Now, quick, now from this side, boy. Your father's got drinking to do.
Holy shit, dude.
pretty good.
That was good. It almost looked like you were drinking a green beer also for
That
a
was
second.
awesome. Like you had a Guinness and everything, dude.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
I was.
I
bummed.
bought it.
So my father, who didn't drink,
Your father.
my
Your
father.
father.
I'm not going to be able to finish the story. I'm saying my father again. So he always played his records, and my dad.
My dad.
Oh,
Oh, Dad, why you always find your records? Shut up, Duck, before I pass you want across your wee little face.
Would you like a little rap across the cheek, would you?
Now, once again, Duck, quit quacking and fuck out my sight.
He keeps bringing up the green fucking drink also. Like, I think it's like, it looks like a goddamn green pint. Like, it's the most Irish Puerto Rican ever.
I'll stop.
No,
that
it
was
was
good.
awesome. Fuck out of me sight made the day.
That's
My
content.
day. That was
You're
good.
making bloody content, aren't
So,
you? It's
He
not
had a
good,
bunch. He had a bunch of records. Maybe I've done this one for We Are.
I've never heard this one.
So we would play the records, and he had this 145 he would play. We would always act out, and basically it was this Jaws thing. Have you ever heard the Jaws thing? And he plays Jaws, but yet he plays a bunch of snippets from like 60s and 70s songs in it to play out a skit. Never heard of it before? Let's see if I can find it. Miss Jaws. Dickie Goodman. My dad would play out this record, and we would just like sit there and act out the different scenes and stuff like that. So here it is.
We are here on the beach where a giant shark has just eaten a girl swimmer. Well, Mr. Jaws, how was it? And what did she say when you grabbed her?
Please, mister, please.
I know sharks are stupid, but what did you think when you took that first bite?
How sweet it is.
Mr. Jaws, before you swim out to sea, have you anything else to say?
But anyhow, it continues on and on.
I love it.
So that's Mr. Jaws, and we used to listen to that all the time. We thought it was hysterical, and all those classics in there just make it even better. So It's freaking great. All right, Jake or Hobbs, who's next with a story and a song? Or
I
whatever.
got one.
What you got?
You guys
Yeah.
remember that Generation X movie that came out on Fox back in the late 90s, like 98, 99? With Matt Fewer, and it was like Generation X with Skin,
Yes.
Husk, Mondo. All right.
Yep.
Fox, Saturday morning, Fox was having a contest, and the grand prize was you win an arcade cabinet.
Oh, nice.
And the second prize, I can't remember what second prize was, but all I know is I ended up winning second prize in that sweepstakes.
Nah, shut the fuck up.
I swear to God. And
Out of the nation?
Out of the nation. Because my mom and my brother, they went fucking ham, and we'd send like 300 ballots, and I ended up winning. And I got second place, which was they gave me like a Generation X pin. They gave me like a first edition Street Fighter comic, and they gave me like this CD of Saturday morning cartoon rock covers. The one that stood out to me most that I fucking loved because this solo was so fucking awesome. It was a Popeye the Sailor Man song. It was track number 3 on the Saturday morning album. And it's by a band called Face to Face. And it's called Popeye the Sailor Man Punk version. And it's going to be Face to Face. And I remember just fucking loving this one so much. And Sublime did a cover of Hong Kong Phooey on that CD too. Hong Kong Phooey, number one super guy. And then fucking got Bradley just ski-bopping and like fucking scatting in this one. That's a good song too. But like fucking the Popeye one was my favorite.
Dude, I still can't believe you
It's
won
good.
that contest because, like, I thought those things were unwinnable. I didn't know that there were actual, winners to those. So that's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
my mom, they really wanted the arcade cabinet because my mom was like, we're going to sell that shit if we win it.
She'd already hustling it, huh?
Yep.
Do the hustle.
That's it. That's it.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm strong to the finish cause I eat skinny spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm strong to the finish cause I eat skinny spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm strong to the finish cause I eat skinny spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Pull me down.
Oh, here we go.
Boom.
I
Jake.
fucking love that so much.
What you got?
I found this song on my own because I'm awesome.
Get
There
it.
used to be, so I was going through Reddit one day, as I do, and I came across a thread of comments, and somebody was singing this. It's a song that we used to sing in school from like 5th grade to 7th grade, and it was like fuck, 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 a duck, screw, a kangaroo, finger banging orangutan. You can do it too.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
whatever. I thought, kids came up with this, right? Like, no, just you hear the song, like I saw somebody post, like, no, it actually comes from this guy right here. I think I played it for Javi before.
I was thinking I have
But-
to hear it again.
Let's do it.
It's just, yeah.
Let us proceed.
It's a dirty piano, man. It's called Eat Bite by John Valby, Valby.
Thanks, y'all. It's time for a little eat, bite, fuck, suck, gobble, nibble, chew. Never was a bear, pie, finger, fuck, screw. Moose, fist, cat, punch, orangutan, tip. Sheep, pussy, camel, crab, pig, lion, shit. All right, how many people know the words of this song? Tell the truth. Excellent. Let's hear you do it. Eat, bite, fuck, suck, gobble, nibble, chew. Never was a bear, pie, finger, fuck, screw. Moose, fist, cat, punch, orangutan, tip. Sheep, pussy, camel, crab, pig, lion, shit. Fucking A, all right. All right, since this is the second show, I got a new set of words for you. It goes purple-headed cherry popper, tea-bagging bitch, pink puckered poontang lying in a ditch, ass plowing, pussy chowing, wife slopping hubby, you ball lapping slut, sword swallow my chubby. You think you learned those words or what? Let's try it. It goes purple-headed cherry poppin' tea-bagging bitch.
By the way, those are some great tits, though.
No,
They were. Those are the greatest hits.
Those are the greatest hits of all time. This one's got a little sweat dropping off of it right there.
I like 1 and 2 up there,
It's not bad, not bad.
and 4 and 5 and 6. 3.
And all the tits out there in the world, and they are wonderful. La, la.
Enjoying this episode? Go check out Geekster, a dating and friends app for geeks that focuses on common interests as a way to make meaningful connections. Download today on the App Store or click the link in the description to find out more. Geekster, this is what happens when nerds collide. Geekster, available on iOS and Android.
All right, what should my next one be? I'm just gonna pick a song that I like because I don't really have a story behind it. Oh, all right, wait, actually I do. So I never liked punk rock music. I know that's shocking, right? Until I bought a compilation called what was it called? Shit.
Real Big Fish.
No, it wasn't.
Oh wait, was it? Now that's what I call Music 17.
Yeah,
That's what I call rock jams.
That's exactly what it was.
Now that's what I call Kids Bop.
It was Hopelessly Addicted to You. That's what it was, or something like that.
Hopelessly
Are we back to the Irish shit too? Oh, I've been
Hopelessly addicted to you.
hopelessly something. What was
I
it?
love
Let me
you.
find out.
Boys have. Boys win.
Hopelessly Devoted to You. Is what it was called. Okay. So this was the first compilation that they put out, and I started listening to it, and there were a lot of songs I liked on it, but the one song I enjoyed the most was a song called I Want My Hat Back by Digger.
I want my hat back.
I
Damn
would like
it.
me hat
Much
back.
noise.
Wait, Doc, what'd you do with your ass hat?
Yeah.
Before
so-
I start digging around, would you like to give me my hat back?
And so yeah, I love this song, and so this is the song pretty much. It's just a emo punk rock song, and
Okay.
it's fun.
I don't want to talk to you. You don't seem to understand that. Don't come around my house unless you've got my hat. It's gonna be that simple. I want my hat back. Don't want the furry thing on top. I want the red one. The one that you kept in your closet. I want my hat back. 'Cause I got a stupid haircut. I want my hat back. South Avenue, I want it back. I don't wanna be your friend. You don't seem to understand that. How can you look me in the face when you know you got my hat? I want my hat back.
I like it.
And Buddha. Yeah, that was really fucking good.
He wants his hat back. That's all that matters. He just
How
wants
do we
his
go
stupid hat
about
back.
getting them reparations for theft? Blink 182 is a major offender on this entire thing right here.
You think they sound a lot alike?
I do. Honestly, I think they sound like early Blink 182.
No shit.
I
I've
think
never
early
even
Blink
put them
182
together.
sounds like them. They got the dual singers, like,
Yeah, that's a song. I fucking like that
There's-
song.
there's no doubt, no pun intended, that that Mark Hoppus and fucking crazy UFO guy, Tom DeLonge, and the original drummer before Travis came along, they saw these people opening up at like a fucking Edge Fest. They're like, oh, we should fucking, I like that sound, we should do that. And
Yeah.
they fucking totally bit their style.
What's crazy is the band Digger. Is
Javi's
still
being really quiet
together.
because he's a huge Blink 182 fan, and I get it.
Are you? a huge
I'm looking for songs right now. No, I do
Oh,
love Blink
okay.
182. I
Well,
saw
then-
them
Who
in
don't?
concert.
Who don't? Who don't? I've seen them before also. I saw Angels and Airways, bro. Fuck you.
Oh, that's not a
Right.
flex.
It's
That's
not.
like the opposite
It
of a
was-
flex.
No, it was the worst flex ever because it was like 5 o'clock in the morning at one of those radio show deals also where they did an acoustic performance at the fucking
Oh,
Grapevine
no.
Bomb Factory. And they're like, don't waste your time. No, like that's not the one. Oh, you get what I'm saying. Though.
I do.
Yeah. Not
All
good.
right. Well, good thing you're looking up songs, Javi, because it's your turn. What do you got?
That's why I was so fucking quiet.
I'll go
All
next.
right. Oh yeah, let Jake go.
All right, go ahead, Jake.
Okay, y'all probably already know this song, but I remember hearing this song back in the 80s. My brothers pretty much shaped my musical influence because they're like 9 and 7 years older than me. So I grew up listening to like fucking metal shit, like fucking Metallica, Anthrax,
Oh yeah.
Prong, Pantera, everything, you know, all that shit. Loved 80s music though. And I remember my cousin Michael and I driving out to Austin to go hang out on 6th Street. He put a mixtape together. On there was a song called We're Only Making Plans for Nigel. by a
I
little
fucking
group
love
called
this song.
XTC. Ecstasy. We're only making plans for Nigel. I fell in love with it all over again, like immediately, and it's still one of my favorite songs, constantly in my rotation today. And it also it is a little reflective of my life because it's about a kid who has no say, and his parents are like, "Oh, you're gonna go work for the steel company." That's not what happened in my life, but I ended up working for the steel company either way.
You're like,
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
Nigel. I'm here to work this
Yeah,
steel."
they're only making plans for Jacob. But yeah, it's dude, the fucking music in it is solid. The production quality is great. The sound elements, the fucking slow fucking drums coming in. Everything is top notch on this.
Do
The
it.
guitar work.
All right, here we go.
I remember Jake played me this song like years ago for the first time, and I loved it. And to this day, when I go out driving, that's actually in rotation for me. This song is so fucking good.
Slaps.
We're only making plans for Nigel. We only want what's best for him. We're only making plans for Nigel. Nigel just needs that helping hand. And if young Nigel says he's happy, he must be happy, he must be happy, he must be happy in his world. We're only making plans for Nigel.
I have to say this now. If we ever make a movie, we have to make that the end credits song. 'Cause that would be awesome, dude.
That shit fucking bangs, bro.
That song is
It
so
does.
fucking good. So
Yeah.
fucking good. Javi, what you got?
All right, I got. You guys ever heard of the band called Hey Steve?
No. Hey, Steve.
All right.
Hey, Steve.
All right, this
Hey,
is what
Steve.
you're gonna type in.
Take my
Hey
pappy.
Steve. Hey Steve Jody.
Why this song?
This song I've been painting. Whenever I've been painting, I play this song on repeat because it just like gets me going. It's a fucking banger.
She got 2 tattoos, shoplifted shoes, and over 1 million views. I got the Harvard blues, chess club dues, and I don't know what to do because I wanna see her closer, closer. I wanna know who knows her, knows her. I wanna be the chosen one to take her home.
that was dope.
Javi.
I fucking love that song so
That was
much.
good.
That was a good fucking jam, dude. I was digging it.
Me too.
Jody.
I like it.
PDs. Jody.
So good.
All right. So when I was a teenager, no, I was 17 or 18.
Was that still not a
That's
teenager?
Is that a teenager still? I don't
Yes.
know.
Well, I mean,
Relation.
it's in the fucking name, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. So when I was a teenager, I went to Kennywood with my girlfriend at the time, and I was a
What the
drummer in
fuck
the
is
band.
Kennywood?
Kennywood is
Is it like Dollywood?
Is he the guy that like watches teens have sex in his forest?
Okay, so Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton used to be a fucking thing back in the day. Like they would sing together.
Kennywood is totally 100% Kenny Rogers theme park.
Oh my god.
100%, not really. No, it's a fun place. It's Kennywood. It's the oldest amusement park in the country, I believe so. And we went there, and the arcade I always wanted to go to, because when we were kids, we weren't allowed to go to the arcade. My parents would never give us quarters or anything like that. I would always see the arcade, dream of going to it. So that's why I'm obsessed with going to arcades as an adult, because now I can go if I want. And we were old enough that we had some quarters and stuff, and they had a drum machine there, which was an MTV produced drum machine where you could actually pick the song from like MTV's greatest hits and you could drum along with it, because it was just an electronic drum set. And so I thought I was the shit. I thought I would show off my drumming skills by playing just a regular beat while playing it. But the song that I played it to was Kitty Brackish. And if you remember,
that song's so good.
it is a punk metal something or other with a chick singer that is fucking hot as hell. And I remember showing off to my girlfriend at the time by being able to play this song on the drum set. But then this guy came up and played like a Van Halen song after I was done. And totally
The
wiped
fucking
me away.
Hopper teacher fucking intro with the fucking triple bass drum. Intro.
Yeah, dude, it was insane. I remember just being like, "Oh, he's got a bigger dick than me." Ridiculous.
Dude,
But
I was just saying, so you actually did brackets like
Yeah,
oh my god, bro.
Brackish is easy, dude. It's the Van Halen and the fucking. You want to really fuck with you? Go Rush. You know that fucking.
Oh, yeah.
song in Rush is
Neil Peart.
insanity. Yeah, pure insanity. But anyhow, here's Kitty.
She is not scared to die. Best things in life drive her to cry. Crucified okay. Look at your face, scarred in dismay. But times have changed, and so have you. I think I'd rather crucify that.
Pretty much Kitty.
You were trying to get laid by listening to this shit, though, right?
100%.
Like,
Because new metal was where it was at, man. Like we all listen to new metal.
some
then.
new metal. Even then, like they were all questionable, dodgy at best.
I remember Orgy. I really liked Orgy, and that's
Orgy.
Orgy was good. I fucking
Yeah, Orgy was
Blue
fun.
Monday.
They sang a song called Dreams and what was it called? Dreams and
Can you take me higher?
Dreams and Digital. That's what,
What
it was
if?
called. Do you guys remember this song?
When I first heard
She's lost in coma where it's beautiful, intoxicated from the deep sleep. Deep sleep. Do you wonder what it's like living in a permanent imagination? Sleeping to escape reality, but you like it like that. Guilty by design, she's nothing more than fiction. She dreams in digital, cause it's better than nothing. Now that control is gone, it seems unreal. She's dreaming in digital. She dreams in digital.
She dreams in digital.
It's pretty bad, but at
That's
the
funny.
same time, it's part of our history. So
Of course,
it is what
yeah.
it is.
Hey everyone, it's just Duck jumping in here real quick to say thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you're enjoying it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And if you get a chance, head over to our social media. All links can be found in the description. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And with that, back to the podcast.
All right, Javi or Jake, you guys pick whoever wants to go next.
It's me next. Javi
Okay.
got two. I only got one.
Yeah, you
got
got two.
two?
You got two.
Nah, whatever. That doesn't count.
Ah, boy.
The John Valby doesn't count.
All right, good.
We all needed to hear that for posterity reasons.
What do you got, Jake?
This was one of my favorite amp up songs for Saturday night before we started a show. After the Saturday meetings, I'd always have a song loaded up, ready to go that was pertaining to the night. Sometimes on Saturday night, I'd play a little band called Bay City Oysters. Bay City Rollers. Bay City Oysters.
All right, Hen. Enough with the Bay City Rollers.
I'm not playing Bay City Rollers Saturday night. No, not this time.
It was so fun though, because Jake would be like, he'd have that shit queued up perfectly.
S-A-T-U-R-D-A-Y. No, but this ain't it. This is when I'm playing. You can play it, but I ain't playing this song.
All right, what are you playing? Because you've actually done that song before. That's what I was going to say.
I'm a robot. I am a robot.
I'm a robot.
STD Dance. So I found this song while watching Grandma's Boy. It was like one of the songs that play at the very end credits. Went out and bought the Grandma's Boy soundtrack on CD because that's how fucking old I am. I went and saw the movie in the theater and had to buy the CD for the soundtrack afterwards. And this was the only song that was not on there. And you can't find it anywhere. It's not on Spotify or anything like that. They made it a free song to the public. So you can't purchase it on a CD. And this is the only place I've been able to find the full real version. And this is it. And it amps me up every time I fucking hear it. I love the beat. I love the theme. The lyrics are fucking crazy. It's awesome. Good song. Good hype up song.
Sparks when you dancing. Freedom's the shine, let it heal your mind when you're dancing. Freaking out on the sun, this is time on the run. This is life that tear me down. This is life that Sunday kite. That's life with ending, girl. Just start pretending you're the stuff, you're the mind. Just get on down, stop the time. It's Saturday night, appetite. This is what you can be. Something like dynamite. This is what you can be. Do it right, escalate. This is what life can be. Oh, you're so good, you're so good, you're so good, you're so freedom's the shine. Let it heal your mind when you're dancing. Freedom's the shine. Let it heal your mind when you're dancing. Just show me love. Just show me love. Hey, just show me love.
All right, Hobbs, take us home. You got
All
one
right.
last choice. Story, not a story. I don't care.
No story. It's just a song that I really like. All right, you're going to type in Mount Eddie.
No, thank you.
No, just MT Eddie. The name of the song is Working Titles.
Okay. So what how did you come across this song?
It was on my Spotify playlist for recommended. And I remember just loving this song. And I was like, fuck, that singer's voice sounds insanely familiar. And the lead singer of this band is Jacob Danger Armstrong, son of Billy Joe Armstrong, from the frontman for Green Day. And holy shit, he sounds like a younger version of his dad. And the band itself is just really fucking good.
Yes, I wish that I could be here. It's like my mind has gone to waste as I forget your rules for old time's sake. You should let me know when you're tired, 'cause I never
I would say he sounds way better than his dad.
He didn't say "Welcome to Paradise" once.
Yeah, that single time. Welcome to paradise.
Don't wanna be an American Indian. That's what his son sounds like.
Jake, do you want one more? You said that.
What? Me?
Yeah. Do you want one more? Go for it.
I don't know.
Do it. Yes, you do.
Come on.
I couldn't possibly.
But you can.
What was the last song that you chose, Javi, before that? Duck? What did you choose before that?
Oh,
Duck
I
had
don't
Kitty.
remember. I had Kitty. And then
an orgy. Orgy.
James and Digital.
Orgy.
I love what people can't see is Javi turns into a robot every time he does that.
I think
I'm a digital robot man.
You gotta do the robot dance when you talk about orgy.
Do you want one more? You guys.
Orgy. I think I might have another one.
You got one more?
Hold on.
Bitch, you know you do. You know you do.
Have you ever heard of this band called Hey Steve?
No.
There's a song called Jody.
Oh shit! I did hear about them.
My buddy Javi just played it for me.
It's pretty good. I'm gonna do one last one. I got one loaded in the.
Go ahead, go.
Okay, so when I was dating my ex, I couldn't stand the bitch, so I drove around as much as possible to stay away from her. That's not true. I just drove around a lot to put the kid to sleep because he refused to go to sleep otherwise. And so at night we would drive around and I would play the radio and just for hours. I'm talking 3 hours, 6 hours, however long it took to get him to fall asleep because he would not fall asleep when he was a toddler. And so I listened to a lot of the radio back then. And one night I was listening to the radio and this song came on and it was just so fucking fast. And I was like, what the hell is this? And it sounded so freaking cool. And I had to write down, like, I don't even remember how I did it, but I was able to remember what it was. I absolutely fucking love it, dude. It's amazing. It's fast, it's powerful, it's pure punk rock. It is so good. And it's an amazing song to go out on. So listen to this shit.
Our hearts break over and over forever. At least this time we meet. And keen to keep this agreement. We stand the top but never speak. Bitter and drunk again. In the living room without R.E.M. No, I don't know any of them. The city applies with your phantom friend.
I got one.
Okay, what you got?
Unless Javi has one.
You got one, Hobbs?
I do.
Go. What you got, Hobbs, first?
The Palmer Squares. I think I may have played Palmer Squares Spooky Language.
Okay, and what about this one?
Don't like spooky language.
It's like creepy and crawly and spooky.
And I was like,
spooky
like,
ghosts.
I was on one of my drives, and this one was particularly long. And I remember just thinking this beat was fucking. It's a banger. I was just like, oh my god, this is great driving music, and I just loved it. And the lyrics are really good too. Like they're pretty fucking dope.
Spooky language. Produced by Nate Kiss. Palmer Squares. You know what it is. We take it back to glass bottles in the Coke machine. Every time I take a breath, I'm converting oxygen to propylene. In the bathroom, door locked with a decoder ring. I pop a dozen dopamine and wash them down with Ovaltine. It's thaumaturgy when I drop a verse. Stalker lurking in the yard with binoculars, and I ain't watching birds. Not a person that can stop me when I get the urge to dodge a car full of officers and dart with your mama's purse. I'm not normal, but isn't normal just a question of what you're most often exposed to? In that case, normal Zoloft in a cold brew. Finna doze off in a closed coffin. Yo, I told you I'm in the
varnish off the lock. We harnessed all the power imaginable. The tower, amateur, flowing pop. Sorry, Bob, slip metal and stove. I was like, yeah, I know the lyrics a lot. Like I listen to this nonstop. It is disgusting.
I thought you were faking it. All right, what you got, Jake?
It's funny that he chose that song that had a Zoloft reference because the song that I was choosing is Zoloft by Ween. And this song is exactly what makes you feel like whenever you're really on Zoloft and just sticking to the routine. I think the music encapsulates
Quebec.
Quebec.
Give me that Zoloft. Give me a grip. Make me love me. Sucking them down. I'm happy man. Can feel it inside. Making me smile. Give me that Zoloft.
Yeah, I love Wayne.
What I've taken away
Wayne's
from
the
this
shit.
podcast is we love postmodern rock in every way,
Oh,
shape,
yeah.
and form. So it's what it is. My girlfriend's got one she wants me to play. What?
Ooh,
Oh, okay. It's not. What is it? ABBA Techno Remix.
yes. While we're waiting for that, play the Chiquitita piano
Yeah,
remix.
That was fucking. I did not expect that. All right, and then let's go. ABBA, Kevin
ABBA?
McKay, Lee Cabrina, Gimme Gimme featuring.
Ah!
Gimme. I'm gonna take the video of us dancing throughout this thing and make like a dance video. I think it'll be fucking hysterical.
Sounds fun.
All right, guys. With that said, thank you so much for listening. Hope you've enjoyed it today. This has been Duck. I've been here with
Jake.
and
Javi.
and
Yeah.
D-Bad. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. If you feel like being a dick, maybe don't.
And there it is. Thank you again so much for checking out the podcast today. If you enjoyed it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love the other podcasts here on the We Are Podcast Network. We have We Are Bagu, a video game podcast where we talk Atari to Steam and everything between. That's me and Dr. Ethan Eastwood breaking down all that video game lore and having such a good time. Heroes, Gyros, a Dungeons and Distractions side quest. Me and the boys were playing some D&D. You can start that one from Season 1, Episode 1. It's a blast the whole way through. And I Hate Being Sober. Personal stories from epic people. I sit down with some of my favorite people of all time. We talk about their trials, their tribulations, and their journey this far. And finally, our new live video podcast, Slash Horrorcast, where we're going to have a roundtable discussion about our favorite horror movies. That'll be available on Twitch and YouTube, streaming every Monday at 8 p.m. Check the links in the description to find out what movies we'll be watching. Also, check the links in the description for our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast Network. With that said, thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. Please remember to support local comedy in any way that you can. We'll see you next time.